Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure again being in this retail summit today in Riyadh with a remarkable group of industry experts. We'll be discussing the culture, global trends, the youth, and sustainability today. While introducing global trends, global brands, new international concepts, we also value the culture and heritage and local trends here. Ahmed, operating an international brand in the region, what are the key global practices that can be adapted to fit in the Saudi market while respecting local traditions?
Hi, thank you. Just to give you a brief, I'm Ahmed, CEO of Giordano, and we operate actually internationally close to 2,500 stores, and GCC-wide we have close to 200 stores, and Saudi has been a big market. In terms of trend, since the pillar that we try to speak here is value, so I'll try to touch upon that. The first and foremost thing is we as Giordano, I'll share our experience. We focused on the product, how a product, an international product, which is accepted throughout the world, and how do we make relevant to Saudi market. We improved on the fit, we improved on the prints, we improved on things that is actually required for the Saudi market, especially focusing on Makkah and Medina. We introduced Ihram. That is one of the new things that we did. And to engage with Saudi market, what we did is we try to tie up with universities and try to involve the young generation to participate in our design. So this is how we try to engage with the Saudi team. And this is how we try to see. I'll touch on the product.
Thank you very much. Sukainah, in Cenomi Retail, you represent and operate a lot of international brands in Saudi market. How can retailers effectively integrate global trends while promoting local culture?
Well, it's all about building bridges. We have a lot of international brands with different backgrounds some of them have been here in the country for a really long time, and some they just, launched their brands here. And the generation is changing now in Saudi, so even the old brand now, they're adopting to new things and the new changes that is happening in Saudi. Trying to speak the same language, trying to speak the tradition of Saudi, yet keeping their own value and reflecting their own value here in the brand. We can see it a lot happening in adjusting the seasonality to the country, adjusting the tradition to the country, trying to mix their own value with the company value and the country value, trying to create something new that is reflecting all the elements, yet it's keeping the reality of the heritage.
Thank you very much. Ahmed, what are your thoughts on this?
See, in terms of keeping heritage, I totally agree. What we did is, in terms of Giordano, once again, I'll try to give the example from my own company. It's like we used to operate in a small box, like say 120 square meter. Considering that Saudi, there is a lot of family that they shop, we try to expand the box to the higher level. And also what we did is we found a certain opportunity. Once again, I'll go back to Makkah and Medina, where a lot of pilgrimage people come. We developed a new concept, which is like a praying comfort concept. Okay, that's where the people could buy all the relaxed clothes, because most of the time the people those who come there, they spend time in Haram. And the clothes that are, prayer friendly, where we do not put any of the big logos. We make it plain, especially use the product that's are comfortable, for the season and for the huge summer we have here. So that's how we try to do that.
And what challenges you face while trying to keep this balance?
See, in terms of challenges, the Saudi market, if you're talking about the challenge through the generation, so we have a young profile, and we also have a profile that has been with us for quite a long time. Is basically what we found is we found the new generations also very quick adopters to the new trend. At the same time, we also found the generations that are part of the generation. They are also the quick adopter to the new trends. Okay. Only thing what I feel is coming from the international market, we need to value the Saudi culture. We need to value the local customs, and we should be very much conscious about what to communicate in the marketing. Okay? As long as we try to take those steps into consideration, I think most of the challenges can be met.
Thank you very much. And introducing these global trends, promoting culture, with all of these, what we are trying to do is deliver the value, deliver the quality, and also keep sustainable products in our stores and support sustainability. Younis, offering sustainable and quality products in Aljazera markets must be important for you. And how do you ensure that sustainable products do not sacrifice the quality and performance?
Usually when we talk about sustainability, it's a challenging subject. When we talk about sustainability, it's a long-term balance between economical, environmental, and social responsibility. So part of the social responsibility is to make sure that we are partnering with a reliable supplier. All these suppliers need to adhere to standards and procedures. Additional to that, we need to make the customer feel that we are going with the industry, with sustainability. For example, making sure we have eco-friendly packaging, recyclable shopping bags, making sure that we have a proper labeling on the product, that these products are eco-friendly. So this way you will assure the customer that we are building this trust. Unfortunately, the sustainability subject is rarely being spoken about except in these panels. There should be more education, more awareness to the customer. What is sustainability and what does it mean? What we're doing now is for the next generations to come. It's not about our customers at the moment. It's for the small kids, next generation, and onwards.
It's definitely investing in future. Motaz, how do you ensure this sustainability balance in your pharmacies?
هي الجودة والسعر، هذه هي المعادلة الصعبة. كيف يعني يكون عندك جودة عالية وسعر منافس حتى تستطيع أن تستمر في سوق مثل السوق السعودي المنافسة العالية فيه. الجودة تبدأ من اختيار الموظف، ثم اختيار المنتج الأصلي من منبعه الحقيقي، ثم بعد ذلك جودة المكان اللي بتقدم فيه المنتج هذا، ومراقبة جودة كل نقاط الالتقاء بين العميل والشركة. أما الأسعار فأنت تبحث عن سعر مناسب وقليل يخدم الربحية عندك، وبهذه المعادلة الصعبة تتحقق استمرارية الشركة.
Thank you very much. Skainy, what strategies retailers can use to effectively communicate their sustainability initiatives to their consumers?
Well, it's a different thing now because we have the old generation and we have the new generation. If we will mention some of the new practices that has been happening now, some retailers in Saudi, they start selling the shopping bags. So the first reaction, it was rejection from all the customers. How are we gonna pay 50 halala or 25 halala for shopping bag? We should only, get it for free. Yet the newer generation, when you see what their comment and what their reaction, it's okay, bring your own bag, guys. This is sustainability, so we need to bring our own tote bags instead of buying for it. So the reaction here, you can see the gaps between the generation, yet the older generation are getting used to. So if they are seeing their kids and their relatives, everybody is trying to support sustainability. We can see a lot of people now, it's not only in the retail, but also in the food. You can see a lot of people bringing their own mugs to get their coffee, bringing their Stanley around to have their water instead of using water bottle. All of these practices, it reflects sustainability within the market, consciously or unconsciously, to be honest. We can see a lot of different practices happening. So now more retailers are more declined to go towards sustainability, they are more encouraged. Sustainability within the store now is happening even within eco-friendly stores, so we can see the changes in building the store. How can we take more efficiency with lower energy? So it's reflected in many manners in sustainability within retail.
Thank you. Younis, what are your thoughts on this? How do you communicate your initiatives with your consumers?
Again, it's a matter of awareness and a matter of education. Today, if you notice, and if you read the researches, you can see that only in the GCC, we are having around 20 billion riyals in waste on food section or categories. If you ask a grade 12 student, what is the waste number in GCC, he doesn't know. And maybe most of us, we don't know. If you look at the US, in the educational system, they are inserting sustainability courses. So from grade 1 to grade 2 to grade 3, they start educating them on this is what's going to happen in the future. It's a matter of awareness. Today, the customer is reaching to the store and finding some initiatives that are being done, which is good. However, in the retail, the margins are very thin margins. And everybody who has a supermarket chains understand what I'm saying. It's not like you're working in clothes or electronics, which is a little bit flexible. So when we do an initiative in the grocery store, we have to be very careful about it. However, the message is being impacted very well. For example, we started doing the recycling bins. We are working now on the going to paper shopping bags to see what is the reflex of the customers, like Sukainah said. So all these initiatives need to be addressed properly, and the most effective tool which we are having at the moment is the smartphone, which is within our hand, which is within our reach.
Definitely. Motaz, what are the common challenges the retailers face while trying to implement sustainable products in their stores?
الصعوبات يعني خلينا نتكلم على قطاع الصيدليات بالذات لأنه قطاع صعب والدخول فيه متعب بسبب أنه الرقابة عليه من عدة جهات مختلفة. أكثر ريتيل عليه رقابة وتعدد في الجهات هو قطاع الصيدليات. من أهم الصعوبات اللي أحياناً بنواجهها وخفت في المرحلة هذه تغير القوانين اللي كانت موجودة في القطاع. كان في تطوير مستمر خلال 7 سنوات الماضية للقطاع حتى استقر يعني خلال السنة الماضية. التغير هذا يحتاج يكون عندك فريق قوي يستطيع أنه يتعامل مع التغيرات التنظيمية، وعندنا وفي الشركة في مرونة وقوة تتحمل هذا التغيير. المشكلة الثانية هي المنافسة الكبيرة في القطاع، وأحياناً منافسة تكون منافسة سعرية من أجل السعر وتحطيم الأسعار. هنا أنت تحتاج أنك تتوجه للجودة، خدمة العميل، وتقديم سعر أكثر مناسبة، ولا نقول أنه هو السعر الأقل الموجود في السوق. العميل عندما يضمن أن المنتج الموجود عندك هو منتج أصلي حاصل عليه من الوكيل أو من منبع الأصلي حياخذه حتى لو كان سعر المنتج هذا مرتفع قليلا. من المشاكل اللي بنواجهها قلة الأيدي العاملة في القطاع المستوعبة للتطور الموجود في العالم. استخدام التقنية، قطاع الصيدليات غالبا موجودين فيهم صيادلة ما بيتعلموا موضوع التقنية واستخداماتها ومشاكل أخرى.
Thank you very much. Earlier in the panels and now while discussing, we are talking about Gen Z, the youth, and building a connection with your clients, with your consumers. This is extremely important. Skainy, what authentic values resonate most with today's youth, and how can retailers incorporate these values into their branding?
Youth today are all about community and sustainability and value of price. So we can see again, the focus is shifting between the two generations. Gen Z and Gen Alpha are totally different from the practices that the previous generation are doing. So we can notice that the language they are speaking is different. And we need to speak the same language. And one of the things a lot of people are talking about AI and how can we implement AI within the business. However, we do believe also in the human factor. In all our stores, we have Gen Z people working for us, so they will speak the same language as their shopper, and they will be brand ambassador for every brand they are in, because they are thinking the same. And we are using the same Gen Z for our social media because, let's face it, everybody now is focusing on their social media. Everybody's listening to what their social media is telling them. Having someone from the same age group speaking to them directly within their social media, even through the brand, it's totally reflecting different marketing and different approach within the value. And they also can provide insight to the company on which direction we should take, whether it was toward community or sustainability.
Thank you very much. Motaz, can you add your thoughts on this?
الجيل الجديد نحتاج إنه نروح في مكانه. دائما أنت في الريتيل بتدور على العميل النهائي. العميل النهائي موجود في الجوال اليوم، فأنت تحتاج تروح له في الجوال وتستخدم هذا الجوال بالطريقة اللي هو يفكر فيها وكيف يستخدمها. وهذه من المصاعب اللي بيواجهها قطاع الريتيل، كيف يتحول من قطاع على أرض الواقع إلى قطاع في العالم الافتراضي. الجيل الجديد جيل متطلع، خاصة عندنا في السعودية، يريد المنتج في باكيجينج رائع ومميز، يريد خدمة العملاء فورية وسريعة، جيل سريع أيضا، كل شيء يحتاجه بسرعة. تبغى توصل له لازم، يعني احنا الآن عندنا تحدي إنه نوصل في أقل من ساعة للعميل. قديما كنا بنوصل خلال ساعة، 10 ساعات خلال يوم يومين، ما في مشكلة. اليوم إذا تأخرت عنه أكثر من ساعة بيقول أنا أحتاج الدواء، ليش ما جاني الدواء اللي أحتاجه. فتحتاج إنك تكون في منظومة من المرنة، استخدام الأجايل، استخدام الرشاقة والمرونة في الوصول للعملاء الجدد. احنا في السعودية أكثر من 65% يصنف شباب وتحت سن الشباب، فهذا هو العميل المستقبل اللي احنا جايين نتعامل معه.
Thank you. Younis, how can retailers create authentic experiences that foster a sense of community among young consumers?
When we talk about authenticity, it means building a loyal relationship between the customer and the service provider or the retailer. I'll give you a small example how in Aljazera we thought a little bit out of the box. And I would like to tell it as a story because all of us like to listen to nice stories. So for the past 2 years now, consecutive years, is that on the national day, on the national Saudi day, everybody's happy, everybody's driving on the road, Saudis, expats, so they feel the belonging, correct? So what we did is that we closed part of the parking in Aljazera. We brought it a stage, and we rented horses. Maybe you'll laugh about it, but we really got horses to the parking, and we made a show. We made the customers, the children, ride on the horses, and some of the adults wanted to ride the horses as well. So we did that for 2 consecutive years. Last year, we didn't do it. So the customer asked us, why did you do it? So this kind of authenticity is that we are looking for. It's not only about IT or loyalty app. It's not the loyalty app. Loyalty app is grabbing the data, send him a message on his birthday. I'll give you a 5% discount. But that's an artificial approach with the customer. From our side in Aljazera, no, we want it to be normal. So whenever you have a direct interaction with the customer, more loyalty. And because of that, I'll say something now in front of the audience, our customer count grow from last year 15%. So 15% in a grocery sector, in a retail chain, is a huge percentage considered to year over year.
AI is helping all of us, I think, today, but human interaction is still what we are looking for. That sounds great. Skainy, what challenges do retailers face in maintaining this authenticity and ethical standards in a competitive market like this?
Sometimes it's the cost. We're all facing inflation, especially now in Saudi, and we're also facing the direction of the customer interest. We have a lot of entertainment now taking over retail, and every customer will think about their budget regarding how can I spend my budget? I need to cut part of my budget for entertainment. It used to be only retail here happening in Saudi. So this shift, including inflation, it's definitely playing an effect here. And what we are always trying to overcome this challenge is maintaining quality and yet making the prices available for the customers. How can we reduce some of the costs without compromising with quality or trying to increase the prices, because this will definitely will drive the customers to the competitors. They may get less quality, but not everybody now is thinking about quality. Some people are just thinking about how can we get, the benefit of the money, even for mediocre, I would say, quality. So this is one of the things that everybody is trying to balance now in the market and trying to exceed with it.
Thank you very much. So as we wrap up this panel discussion for today, I would like to thank my dear panelists for sharing their expertise and perspectives. Let's stay connected, collaborative, and continue delivering values in retail. Thank you very much, everyone.